I don't want to name drop, but the other day I was in New York. I was in New York with work, and I had to get from a station in New York called Penn Station to Philadelphia. I arrived there really early in the morning, and I found that all the trains were booked. And I had no means of getting to my meeting in Philadelphia, which is about a couple of hours away. So I thought, I know, I'll just phone the person that I'm supposed to be seeing. I've got a number for them. And then I ran out of data. And my phone provider told me I could no longer use my phone in the US. I was stranded. I didn't have a ticket, I didn't have a train I could get on, and I didn't have a means of contacting the person I was supposed to be seeing. And I just didn't know what to do. I was at an end. And then there was this guy who was just sitting by the ticket office. He could have been homeless. And he told me that what I needed to do was to get a different train, a train to Trenton, and then train on from there. So that's what I did. I don't know whether you know that feeling when you know you need help, but you just don't know where it's going to come from. Today we think about help. And we think especially about a story that Mark tells in the second chapter of his gospel. It's a great story, it's full of drama. These four friends have taken their friend who's paralyzed on a mat, and they've taken him to Jesus, but they can't get him to Jesus because the house is completely crowded. So they take him up the side of the house, one-story houses in those days, and they make a hole in the roof and lower him down. Goodness knows what he thought while he was being lowered down. And when he arrives in front of Jesus, he's healed. There's people we can help the whole time, and we can get help from people the whole time. Like I got help from that guy who was probably homeless. But the greatest thing we can do, the biggest help we can be to our friends, is to take them to Jesus. We don't have to do everything. We don't have to be Jesus and say the words of Jesus and try and do the things that only Jesus can do. He's the Savior. But what we can do is we can do everything we can to take our friends to Jesus. Even if it's taking the roof down, even if it's in the crowded place, not knowing what else we need to do. But what we need to do is to try and make that encounter possible, to make that introduction possible. So think today, who is it that you're called to help in taking to Jesus? It'll be the best thing and the thing they will be most thankful for you in the whole of their lives.